So what's next for you?
Well, I'm working on another book, and um, I'm hoping this one will be a lot faster than 6 years. So I'm trying to work on it a little more, and keep doing the show and trying to raise the consciousness here by bringing great guests on.
Well, speaking
That,
of the show,
that
can you tell the listeners how they can listen to that show?
Yeah, it's called the 100th Monkey Radio Show, and it's with me and Tom. And you can just go to www.the100th, make sure you put the TH, monkeyradio.com. And we do a weekly show, and we usually air it on Sundays. I'm always thinking like in Japanese time, so that would be Mondays in Japan, but Sunday afternoons. We release it in the morning around 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's when we release it. So, or you can go also over to YouTube to Tom's YouTube channel, which is Tao2929, and also I have a link right on there where you can find a book. You can find the book on Amazon and Creative Space, and for those of you that go to ECETI, you can find it there as well. So you can save yourself the shipping costs and just pick it up there. Yeah.
Well, as I said, Ramon, your book, Scratching the Cosmic Conscious, is a very, very interesting book. One that I had difficulty putting it down once I picked it up to read it, and within a couple of days, as I promised you that I was going to read it cover to cover, I came away very impressed with Trevor's journey in the book and the way you articulated things and the way you expressed spirituality based on your perceptions of it, and you did a great job with that in the book there. So I have to tell you, anyone out there listening, please go to Ramon's sites there and pick up a copy of Scratching the Cosmic Consciousness, because it's well worth reading.
I really appreciate it. Do we have a little time? Because I wanted to go over the content, the name of the chapters.
Sure, we've got at least 10 minutes or so, Ramon. Go right ahead.
Oh, okay. So I'll go over real quick. So I have 9 chapters, and I picked the names specifically. So, for example, Finding My Bliss is the name of the first chapter. So, what is it that's going to make you happy? So that's where we need to start. Once we realize, okay, I don't like this journey that I'm on right now. So what is your bliss? So you need to find that. Prepping, how can you prepare yourself? What is it, the tools you need? And one of the tools I would personally recommend is meditation. And what is meditation? Well, we know prayer is talking to God, but as some other people say, meditation is listening. Too often we do too much talking and don't listen enough. I teach English here, and I'm always telling my kids that. So, preparing yourself. The next one would be jumping off the emotional bridge. And that is, the trauma that you're carrying with you, releasing that trauma. We all have our issues. There's not one story here that, that doesn't have issues. We're challenged, so it's releasing those things. The next chapter, I called it Downloading the Soul. That's basically is coming in contact with your true nature. What are you? Are you just a bag of bones that pays taxes? I don't think so. So, bringing that higher awareness, that higher self, into our 3D awareness, not that different. Well, when you really look down into it, we're not that different from each other. We all want the same things. We want a good life. We want our 3 square meals. We want our close ones to be safe and sound. You know, we want to be happy. We want to find happiness. It's not the journey. I'm sorry, it's not the place, but the journey. And, you know, this, what we call life, it's a journey. And it's not, you know, we're so focused on what's going to happen tomorrow, but what's happening right now, this second, you know, I'm enjoying this conversation I'm having with Stephen, you know. That's what's important right now. Not, you know, did I pay the bills, so I got to wake up in the morning. No, that's not important. What's important now is that me and Steve are enjoying ourselves in this conversation. For example, man in the mirror, friend or foe. You can be your best friend or you can be your worst enemy. And that could be the worst person in your life or the best person in your life is yourself. And in that chapter, I'll go over it really quickly, but I had, when was it, 2008, I think it was, or 7. I spent 2 weeks in silent meditation at a place called Vespasian up in Massachusetts. And by the 6th day, I was completely out of my mind. And that really helped me get in contact with myself. Contradictions. Where we're always putting this facade for other people and ourselves. And what we're always contradicting ourselves and all the different things. So, for example, you look at the Bible, you see all these contradictions in the Bible. And the last one is, if you want something, give it away. So, for example, you want to reach a higher state, then help other people. That doesn't mean go intrude on them, but help them. You know, if they ask you for your help, help them. And that's, you know, giving away that love. And that's pretty much it.
Well, you know, you're right, though. I think what we need to learn is to be in service, and to be in service, you go into your heart, to love everyone as, you know, you want to be loved, and share that and reciprocate that. And I think that'll help us all on the journey. Ramon, this has been a fantastic hour that we've spent. Tell everyone about your book, where they can get it again, please.
You can go over to Amazon and just type it in, or to Creative Space, or you can go to our website, which is www.the100thmonkey.com. Make sure you put the TH at the end of 100th. 100thmonkeyradio.com. And then you scroll down and you can find the links there. And up front, I want to thank anybody who purchased the book. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Steve. I've had a wonderful time.
Well, so have I. And a pitch for your book one last time here. Scratching the Cosmic Conscious. Please get this book, because it will help you on your own personal journey. And I was enthralled with the book, Ramon, I must tell you, and knowing you, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to call you friend, but it'll help everyone better understand that man in the mirror. It's been great today, Ramon. Any final words you want to leave with the listeners?
Well, the most important thing is be the change you want to see in the world. You know, don't talk about it, be about it. You know, don't complain. The world sucks. Make it better. You know, and we're not talking about move a mountain in one day, but you know, little by little, little by little.
Well, you're exactly right. I'm wholehearted in agreement with you. Again, thank you for coming on this late hour. I know it's late there in Japan, and it's early here in America right now for me. So I want to thank you for coming on at this late hour. But it seemed like this was the best time that worked for us. But just know that I enjoyed having you on here today, and if you want other opportunities, just let me know. If you want to continue the dialogue, we can continue that. So again, I want to thank you, Ramon, and I want to thank the listeners for listening to Stephen's World Talk Radio. It's been a pleasure and very enjoyable. Thank you, Ramon.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye. Have a good night.